Hi everyone, thank you so much for joining me. I'm just getting situated here. I hope everyone's having an amazing Saturday. I scheduled this reading to go out, so it literally did not set, so I'm sorry if everyone's getting the message that I'm doing a reading late. But today I kind of really wanted to focus on, and hi Johnny, hi David. Thanks for joining me. So Ketu was last night, and the energies are going to be felt for the next 6 months. And I want to hear from all of you. Talk to me. Tell me, what are you feeling? What has been going on? You know, what's been coming up for you? A lot of people were like, Ketu. And some people are like, I don't feel anything. And there's so much more to it, right? What you came in this life with, good karma, things that you had to balance out, figuring out, you know, where you're at right now. So it might not have been as intense for some than it was for others. But I just kind of want to hear from all of you and see what you've been feeling. For this reading, I'm really just going to be focusing on what's happening in the aftermath. So these effects are going to be felt for 6 months, and we're all going to be recreating, rebranding ourselves, new paths. I mean, and when I say new paths, I mean like 180, guys. And some of you might have been doing, you know, already on this, or you feel like, but I'm happy where I'm at. And it's not even about, oh, you have to leave that relationship or that job. It's actually having a new sense of self. How you present yourself, how you do things, how you relate to other people. You know, so I want today, since we're starting on out for the next 6 months, I really want to get some guidance because there's a lot of healing going on too. And I want to be clear when I say healing, it's not healing in the sense of, oh my God, we just ripped off the Band-Aid. No, healing in, we've already released. You know, but now we're kind of open, and it's a lot of us get scared because we don't know what's going to be coming up. We don't know what's coming in for us. And so there's a lot of healing of any fears, any uncertainties, and healing any kind of inhibitions that might still be in us that's keeping us from moving forward. Not only do we have the opportunity to really recreate and transform, guys, we have the responsibility to do so. It's not just about us individually. It's about us as a whole. We're all connected. And when one evolves and rises up, it lifts everybody up. So we have a duty and responsibility to ourselves, to each other, to this particular incarnation to do that work. So I'm going to be pulling cards like I have been. I'm going to continue to work with the goddess cards. I really am loving the divine feminine. She's speaking very loudly. She's here for all of us. And there's a need for balance. I think all of us can look in all of our societies and see there's a need for a lot of feminine energy to come in and to heal. And feminine is, while considered passive, it is not weak. And we all contain feminine and masculine, right? But it's healing. It's receptive. It's very psychic. It's very powerful. It's very compassionate and nurturing. So I really feel we all can use some of that, right? Myself included. So per usual, I'm just going to smoke my cards out just a little bit more. And we're going to start with Aries. And normally I'd be like, let's go backwards. You know, let's go, you know, do the Zodiac in a different direction. But I feel like I'd lose order. So I'm going to start with Aries. And so when I'm doing these readings, I'm just holding the attention. You know, we've come to this new transformational space. What loving guidance for the week ahead can we really start out at, right? Because these coming weeks are foundational. They're really important to setting the scene for this new book, this new story of our lives. So making sure we kind of start on the right foot, what we might need this week in order to stay on path, to grow and to support us, because we still have all the retrogrades. So let's see what they have to say. So I'm just gonna focus really quick. Okay, and then a goddess card. Okay, all right, guys. So for Aries, you have the 9 of Ariel and the High Priestess. Aries, you are really being guided to, it's about hard work, but whatever endeavor you're trying to do, you know, you might have this amazing dream. I'm gonna have $1 million. I'm gonna be my own boss. I'm gonna have my own house. Whatever it is you're really working towards in this next 6 months, and starting out with this week, Aries, not only are you very supported for its success to come true, it's going to come through hard work, which I think is, you know, it's a lot of us, some of us want things to come easy. I don't blame them. Some things I'm like, please, I'm ready. But there's so much growth in it. But this coming week, guys, Aries, take some time to really be silent, to really meditate and connect, because the divine is giving you a lot of synchronicities, people, and opportunities to really get this project or this dream off the ground. It looks like it's going to be very successful. So if you're a little nervous, Aries, like, oh my God, you know, maybe I've been working as an accountant, but now I want to be a yoga teacher. You know, maybe you're like, it's such a new space. It's such a new area of my life that I'm really trying to develop. Like Ketu, you know, it released past karmic things so we can have a new story. You know, so know that, you know, success is ensured, but it's going to come hand in hand with the divine area. So make sure that you are taking that time. Don't try to control things. The universe is like, hey, let's take some time to just take 4 minutes in the morning. Let's take some deep breaths and just ask. Some of you guys might be like, well, I'm not psychic. The universe speaks to everybody. Everybody, you know, you just got to quiet it a little bit and practice. It's like anything, right? Anybody can play the piano. Just some people have a more natural inclination to do it. Doesn't mean you can't do it. You have all the same abilities. So ask the universe, what guidance, which way should I go, left or right? What do you think, divine? And sometimes the divine doesn't answer telepathically. Sometimes it gives you signs everywhere. Maybe you keep running into the same advertisement, or that people keep saying the same message. Pay attention. Aries, it looks like you're gonna have an amazing new start to whatever dream you're trying to manifest. Maybe these are just examples. Maybe you're recently divorced and you're having a new life and you're like, I want to start out this way now. It doesn't matter how old you are. It doesn't matter where you are financially. None of that matters. The universe will provide for it. So just work hard. That's no problem for Aries, but really work, co-create with the universe, because they're going to make it way better than you think. It's a real dreams coming true for you guys. This week though, take it easy. The energies are pretty heavy. So it's good to have some time out. The goddess your card you have is Mawu, and she is an earth goddess, an African earth goddess, and she is about environmentalism, yes, but a bigger theme would be you guys are caregivers. We are stewards on this earth. We're meant to protect, enhance, sustain what is around us. So this coming week, make sure that you're doing things that are healthy for your body, healthy for making healthy changes for yourself, whatever it is, whether you're starting a new business, starting a new eating lifestyle, new healthy relationships, health across the board here, guys. And make sure, this is her telling you really being called. You're really being called to do your part in the world. So who knows, maybe you're starting a new business. Maybe, you know, start out with a good philanthropy. You know, 5-10% of your revenue goes to a good cause. Maybe at your company, you use sustainable materials. Maybe in your house, you're like, I'm gonna go vegan and I'm gonna start using things that are animal friendly, whatever it is. In this new phase for you, Aries, make sure you're also doing things that are in conjunction, not just what's healthy for you, but for all. Okay, very, very, you know, not so self, and this is for all of us, by the way. No longer is it going to be okay to be self-serving, self-loving, but not, you know, step on people to get where I need to get. That paradigm is done, guys. You could go ahead and try it, be my guest, and then let me know how that turns out, because it's just not the energy that's sustained anymore. Okay, so thinking of everyone as a whole. I'm not saying you're doing that, Aries. I'm just saying that as, you know, an example. Okay, we're going to move on to Taurus. The energy I'm feeling is that some Tauruses are being maybe a little bit more stubborn. Maybe digging your heels in just a bit. Don't worry, it's normal. Let's see. Okay, and then a goddess card. Okay, she's really chatty today, so I'm just gonna say what she's saying for Taurus. Taurus, about all you're feeling like the maverick, the middle child, if you're feeling like, you know, everyone else got their gifts early, where's mine? I hear her very clearly. You're so loved, Taurus, and you're not forgotten, and you're supported and guided. So just for any Tauruses out there that if you're feeling like, where's my due? Like I've been working so hard, or I'm just tired, and you kind of want to get into this emo, you know, mentality, understand that you're being very loved and everything has divine timing, you know, so don't worry about it. You know, she's there, she's giving it to you, but maybe if you were to get, you know, luck out today, it wouldn't have the same beautiful transformative effects as it normally would, but she's absolutely there. So any of you guys that are worrying about that, she's saying, please don't do that. So let me pull a card. Okay, you guys have 9 of Raphael and the 10 of Gabriel. Okay, Tauruses, I feel that it was accurate what I said. The 10 of Gabriel, you're overworking, basically. You're overloaded. You're probably doing too many hours, or even if it's not even about work, maybe you feel like you have too many things on your shoulders. You have so much going on. Now, granted, with the retrogrades, sometimes we can be very conscious of the energy that's happening, but our family, our friends, our coworkers are not. And so they might not recognize that they're putting their stress on you. They can't take their responsibilities, so they're like, hey, I'm gonna call you just Taurus. Taurus, can you please finish a project? I just can't right now. Or maybe your family is like, Taurus, I really need your help. Okay, I'm feeling overburdened and burnt out. You need to come help, pick up my niece or nephew, pick up the kids, do this. There's so much on you, okay? And you have to recognize, Taurus, it's not your responsibility. There is a necessary, we love our family, our friends, we want to do good at work, so there is a sense of ethics and a sense of integrity, but understand that you're trying too hard to please others. And maybe it's out of sense of loyalty, honor, it's a cultural thing. I'm sorry, baby boo, that's it. You have to understand too, when we do that, we also enable other people's bad behaviors. We enable and perpetuate other people's unhealthy patterns. And what's happening right now, those need to stop. Those need to stop. And you know what? You saying no, you saying, hey, look, I have all that I can take right now. I'm cracking, I'm gonna start crying, or I'm gonna punch something. Like, you have to understand that it's not yours. Recognize what you need for yourself. What is a priority in your life, Taurus, this week? Whether that's paying your bills, spending time with your family or children, making that time for that yoga practice, making that time for you to sleep a full 8 hours or whatever it is your body needs, eating 3 meals a day. I shouldn't preach on that, but we all have to take care of ourselves and understanding that you need to do this. Okay, so you are being supported. You are not, if you feel burnt out and exhausted, number one, ask your angels for help. Angels are not denominational, guys. So just remember that you could be atheist. Say, angels, I am so overburdened and I don't know what to do and I don't know how to proceed or say no or take it off my plate since I already took it. Help me. Help me to release what's not mine and watch things shift. Watch people say, never mind, I got it. Or never mind, this fell through. You don't have to do that anymore. Or never mind, we're not going in that direction. Just do whatever it takes to lighten your load. Now you have the 9 of Raphael. Guys, this is about dreams coming true into reality. This changes that you're going to be making, Taurus. It's going to be happening, but it's going to be happening because you're also breaking these patterns. So understand, if you feel like, oh, the eclipse already happened, I feel like all this heavy shit should have finished like last week. It's because you're still letting go this week. You're still kind of like delegating what's not yours. But in doing so, you're well on your way to creating this beautiful new life, whatever it is. Even if that your dream or your goal is to sleep a good amount of time every night. If your goal is to just be happy, to be healthy, whatever it is, this needs to happen first, okay? And it's gonna be okay. You're guaranteed this beautiful new path as long as you do the work, just like everybody else. Now the goddess card you have is Guinevere. Love, true love. And I'm so happy that she channeled what she did and what she's saying. You're so loved, Taurus. Now this can be romantic love, but in conjunction with this, it's telling you that you are so lovingly supported. You're not forgotten. You're embraced and you're given. But people can't, the universe can't save you from the lessons that you set out to incarnate to learn about, right? It's like getting answers to a test. You don't learn anything. You have to do that. It's going to make you stronger, wiser, better, more compassionate, and believe it or not, happier, because you did it. You changed, you transformed, you healed. This is a rebirth, guys. This is a huge rebirth. This isn't like I'm just changing some patterns. It's like a 180, guys. It's a whole new world. I keep hearing Aladdin, a whole new world song in my head, but that's what it's like. You're so loving. You're so loved, Taurus. Okay, so if you're having a hard time this past week, and if this week starts off a little, some of it still leaks into this one, it's okay. It's going to end when you say it's going to end. So don't be afraid of hurting other people's feelings. Do it in a loving, compassionate manner. And how they react, that's up to them. That's not your fault. That's not your issue. Say a prayer, do it with love. Take a deep breath, go take that bubble bath, or go play, ball with your friends, or whatever it is that you want to do to make yourself balanced. It's going to be good because you're really starting out this week to transform and head into that new path. Those dreams come true, manifesting things into reality. By taking action and unburdening yourself, bam, bam, a nice little switch up. I hope that serves you, Taurus. Then we have Gemini. Okay. All right, and then a goddess card. There we go. Ooh, that one took a little longer. I'm sorry, gems. Okay. This, you have the Chariot and the Eight of Raphael. Guys, you are really like up and moving. You guys might have hit it out the gate before this Ketu eclipse even happened. You guys have been like, I'm focusing on my career, my advancement. I'm determined. I'm like controlled. I'm moving through it. I'm moving through it. I'm going to do this and that. Some of this might have been done a little prematurely, Geminis, and that's not bad. It's good that you're focused. It's good that you're like making change and making decisions, especially mentally, to let this go, to move forward here, to go in this direction. But you have it in conjunction with the Eight of Raphael. So this week, if you find out like, okay, I might have jumped this one a little early because now that I think about it, I kind of want to go like this, or this is actually a better option. It's not a setback. It's not like, you know, shoot, I moved 3 steps forward and going 2 steps back. No, it's just like when you just hit the gas pedal and you're like, I missed the street. It's just right back here. You know, you just go reverse a little bit and move that way, Gemini. It's nothing bad. You are not an exception to this transformative process. You yourself, you're going to be changing, undergoing different nuances. So understand that this will be a theme. This will be a theme for everybody. But it's good that you have that. It's good that you're really determined in moving forward. Make sure it's coming from a good place, an emotionally healthy place. And you know, things like fear and anger, they can really motivate us to change, which is fantastic. Those are good. As long as you use it as fuel, not as like enmity, or like, not like, screw them, I'm going to do this. It's more like, no one has a right to treat me this way or make me feel this way. I have control of that. So now I'm going to go do this way. So make sure that whatever is pushing you and it's moving you forward, because it's Eight of Raphael, it is an emotional thing. So just make sure you're coming from a really healthy emotional space. Make sure the motivation is clear and good. And hey, you know what? We're in retrograde season too, Gems. So you might have to review or revise some of those plans. And like, you had a really good layout. Let's work it in conjunction with the changes that are taking place within ourselves. Listen to what's happening inside your emotional body. Feel what's happening. You might say, well, that's not how I do it. I do it like this and then I win. Well, they're giving you a heads up that, hey, there's other ways to do it. There's a better course of action, and there's something better waiting for you as a result of you listening to that. And, you know, doing what you know feels right. So definitely listen to your intuition as much as to your mental body. Make sure there's a balance there. But it looks like you're doing really good, Gems. It looks like you're really going to be moving forward, but just make sure you don't go too gung-ho. Make sure you slow down enough so you don't miss any turnoffs that you're supposed to go to. It might just eliminate any hiccups. Other than that, it looks good. Just be in a beautiful, nice balance between the two this week. Keep up that momentum if you feel it. Just make sure you're checking in with the emotional body often to make sure this feels right. It doesn't just sound right, but it feels right. The goddess you have is Butterfly Maiden, one of my favorite. She's a Native American. I don't know if I call her goddess, but archetype. Well, she's a goddess. We'll just call her goddess. But she's a goddess of transformation. I don't know if you can see the butterflies. You know, the butterflies, caterpillars transform into, you know, into a chrysalis, and the chrysalis into the butterfly. I did right, caterpillar, chrysalis, butterfly. So sometimes what you start out with is completely different than what you end up with and who you're going to be. So make sure you give enough time to that transformation and honoring that process within yourself. It'll make all the plans that you're setting in place this week and for the coming months go much more smoother. But more importantly, you're going to feel so in alignment with your heart. You're going to feel so in alignment with who you are. You're going to feel so damn good about what you're creating, Gemini, because you took that time. And because you weren't afraid to go with your intuition instead of like, well, this is more, like if your gut's saying here, but your mind's like, that doesn't seem realistic. Listen to this. Listen to it. Okay? The mind is in the service of the heart, not the other way around. Okay? But everything else looks fantastic. Good luck to you guys this week. Slow it down, balance it out, and make time for those moments of change. Okay? I hope that serves you. We have Cancers. Okay, and a goddess card. I knew that was going to come quick. I don't know how I knew that was. She's speaking a little louder today. Okay, awesome. So you have 9 of Gabriel and Epiphany. Cancers, you guys have had a lot of breakthroughs in the past couple months, and some of them might not have been easy. It might have come because you were just put between a rock and a hard place. You were just fed up emotionally, mentally, exhausted. You kind of came to these epiphanies probably in a way that was a little bit more troublesome or challenging, but it had to, because had you not, it might have taken longer. Making excuses, or no, it's not so bad. No, and you've had so many beautiful aha moments of spiritual growth and insights and understanding of who you truly are, where you're at, where you want to be, not sacrificing or compromising for less. And I'm so excited for you, Cancer. So definitely keep moving in that direction. With the 9 of Gabriel, the 9 in numerology symbolizes the finishing of cycles. But in 9 of Gabriel, you are finishing cycles. You're finishing these old patterns, whether it's people pleasing, not speaking up, whether it's being overly emotional, whatever people tags I want to put on you. You are recreating yourself into this beautiful, almost, you're taking all, you're acknowledging the shadow, but you're taking all the gifts that come with you, and you're becoming into this new, stronger version. I don't know why I feel like a transformer. Like a transformer goes from a car into like a, I don't know, little metal guy. I don't know why I give analogies or say things. I always mess it up. But this week, they're saying this new you that you're created through all this growth and insight and aha moments, stay the course this week. Stay determined this week. And it's not because this week is meant to be hard. I think with the retrograde, sometimes we feel a little more exhausted. It takes so much more energy to be motivated. There could be communication breaks down. That doesn't mean that you're on the wrong path. That doesn't mean you heard those signs or saw the synchronicities and they meant something different. Not at all, Cancers, not at all. Stay determined, stay the course, and it will benefit you. You are being very divinely guided right now, Cancers, in terms of your growth, your soul path, your soul evolution. Even with this Ketu and all the karmic patterns and all the past life shit. Sorry, spare my French, but it's really what it is, just shit that we're breaking off. Like, I'm done. Like, it feels good. And sometimes right when we release, it can, we don't know where we're at. We're staggering. Don't worry. You're really meant to keep pushing forward. Be prepared for anything that might come up for you. Because sometimes when we start a new path, we're like, yes, it's going to be fantastic from here on out. Maybe that would be fantastic. But, when we have change and we don't know what to expect, it can kind of be bumpy. Do you know, like when you go somewhere for the first time and you're, reading the directions and it always feels like it takes you forever to get there? But then when you leave, it feels like half the time. It's because when you're first starting out, things they're unknown, you're unsure, it's a little slower to move. Sometimes you make a wrong turn. You're learning the landscape. So this week, you're learning the landscape, Cancers, but it's okay. It's part of this growth. And trust that gut, trust the intuition, the synchronicity, the signs, the people that you've been meeting. They are being divinely sent. They are true. Do not doubt them. So if anytime this week you're like, did I read that right? No. Stay the course. Have faith. Have faith. And with this transformation energetically, we're changing on a molecular level as well, guys. So if you are hearing your angels clearer, your spirit guides getting more signs, it's part of it, right? Yay. And the goddess you have is Abundantia. She's the one that holds out the cornucopia of abundance and prosperity. So this is not just financial prosperity. This is abundance in all things. Abundance in love, in time, in compassion. You're just overflowing with all the good things that you need this week, Cancer. So anytime you might find, like right when you're about to kind of lose faith or getting tired, someone or something's going to come on in to lift you and boo you back up. You're going to be totally fine. But make sure you take responsibility. Like, okay, I recognize that I'm tired. I'm getting grouchy or negative. I'm going to give myself sleep or eat something healthy or be around good people that really inspire me and motivate me and are part of my spiritual tribe. You guys got this. It's going to be a good week. You're on the right path and the universe is right there with you. Like, I got you, I got you, I got you. Okay, so don't be afraid. You can't misstep. The only part that you have to take care of is just making sure that you're in a good place, not to be too bogged down or negative. That's basically it. And then that happens to all of us. And that can sound easy, but sometimes when we're in a mood, so just take responsibility and learn the tools you need to move yourself out of victim mentality or any emotional space to kind of keep you on the straight and narrow. Okay? Hope that serves you. Leos. This Ketu eclipse hit Leo is particularly hard in our 7th house. I'm going to send it. So I feel you. So let's see how we're going to start out afterwards. Ooh, that wanted to come right out. And the goddess card. Sometimes I just smile when I hear them talk, or when they don't. Sometimes I'll ask questions and they just give me this biggest smile. I asked her about Leos and she just gave me the biggest grin. So I'm really excited for what's coming up. So if any of you Leos have had it tough, or if it's been emotional or very transformative for you, understand that it's going to be well rewarded. Okay? So first we have the 9 of Raphael and the Page of Ariel. Hey, Leos, this is the time for you to really focus on yourselves in terms of opportunities, education, scholarships. So this particular week that's coming into play, it's going to be a time of self-development. Maybe you're starting your own YouTube channel and you need to look into marketing, and you need to look into research, even how to do things. Or maybe you're like, I'm really going to get into yoga or accounting or film or producing. And so you're reading up on the things that you need to do in order to get that started. It's really about creating opportunities for yourself through your own self-development this week. And you have it in conjunction with 9 of Raphael. It is a dream come true. This is going to come into reality, guys. This is going to happen, but it's going to come in conjunction because you're doing the work. If you're going to be a reader, a tarot reader, you're taking the time to meditate more, to clear your chakras, to practice, to connect more. If you're going to be, anything, you want to make jewelry, you're going to research, you maybe you're making crystal jewelry. What do I want to resonate? What's my niche? You're doing the research. How will I serve people better? Leos, I'm super excited for this reading for Leos, because it's really a week of self-development, self-awareness, recognizing, I can only use myself as an example, and I don't, but like I overwork. And it's not good. I have to find balance, and I'm recognizing, I'm learning, this is really where I want to go. Instead of putting this many hours in, I can just be a lot more focused here and just be able to balance myself and do it like this, and it's going to come true. You're learning yourselves, guys. You're setting up not just on what you need and what's good for you and creating those new rules in your life, but you're setting up so that you can actually produce these results. It's super exciting. I don't know about you guys. I love to read and I love to study. So some of you guys are like, I don't like books. Audiobooks, short YouTube clips, whatever it is that's really going to provide you the opportunities. If you see this card, she's in a library. And Ariel's also the archangel. She's the coin to traditional tarot. And so this is money, guys. This is really about your financial future, your security, your home, your own development, your health. And it's really a time to get to work, Leos. You got this. You cleared out and you're like, you know what? Let's do this. And you're just in it to win it. Maybe you're in sales and I'm going to promote this and I'm going to do that. And I'm researching and I'm developing. You guys will have a beautiful, guaranteed outcome. But it does come with fortitude, motivation, drive. And you're probably going to be feeling that, guys. So if you're a little tired, this week has been a little tiring, understandable with these energies. But it's going to do it. And really, Leos, I cannot stress this enough. Shoot high. Shoot very high. The goddess you have is Freya. She's bold. She's daring. She's like a Viking goddess. It's really about being adventurous and unleashing this daring side. Take those risks. She's all about taking risks. I love Freya. Anybody wants to look her up. She is a fierce, beautiful goddess and such good energy. You could always call on any of the goddess archetypes that resonate with you to really support you and to imbue you with their energy. Whichever one, I had to suggest people research this. So Leos, you jump in there and you be fierce. That is your sign. You are the lion. Go at it. Don't be afraid. It's guaranteed. You got it. You're just putting it all together. So this week, you're really jumping into the foundational creational space and really laying it down so that you can be successful. You will be successful. Should knock on wood. But that's what it says. It supports it. You do this, and everything you're looking for is going to come to pass. Maybe that's why she gave me that big old smile. You guys, we're so set. We're so set. I'm super excited. Next, we have Virgos. Whew. Let's see. Let go, I'm hearing. Guys, it's like let go. And it's not like let go, you're holding on. It's almost kind of like let go and go have fun. Let go and be free. Don't be too uptight. If your friends want to go to like Vegas and go sit by the pool and you're like, oh, I haven't worn a bikini in ages. Just let go. That's what I'm hearing them say. They won't ever say it like mean, but kind of like just let go and be free, have fun. Now I can pull the cards. Everyone's getting this 9 of Cups. Guys, we are being blessed. Blessed. See the goddess. Maybe it's because Leos and Virgos are so close. Okay, so you have the 2 of Ariel and the 9 of Raphael. Okay, Virgos, I know you overthink and you take on responsibilities, and you're probably juggling a lot right now. You probably have a lot on your plate. You might feel a little overwhelmed, but this week they're saying, you know what, Virgs, like it's really good. Virgs, that just came right out. Too much stress, you're gonna drop everything. You know, so they're saying, first of all, delegate what you can delegate. You don't have to take everything on. You know, if someone, it doesn't matter how someone thinks of you, you know how you can do a million things right and you do one thing wrong and everyone's like, they fucked up, you know? Who cares? You can never do enough to please everybody. That goes for everybody. So stop trying. You are going to disappoint. Not everyone's going to like you. That's why there's so many people that's why there's so many readers, right? You go to the readers that resonate with you and that feel good. You go to the doctors and the psychologists or the teachers. Virgos, stop. I want you to go like this, Virgos. If you're watching me, I want you to put your little hands up and I want you to go, just do that. Just whatever, all this heaviness, and I just want you to just dust it right out your aura. Done. Done are those days. Done are those patterns and times, Virgos. So if you have a lot on your plate and you're overwhelmed, stop that pattern. It's like, no, I cannot do this, guys. I love you, but please, I'm already full right now, and I need you guys to be able to figure this out. If any of us, God forbid, were to die tomorrow, guess what? Those people would figure out how to to do it. They'd figure out how to do it without you. The world keeps moving. So you don't have this crazy responsibility. Release that off of you. So if you have a lot of things on your plate, prioritize what is best for you and what you need. Maybe it's your family, maybe it's work, maybe it's that spa day, whatever it is. Prioritize that. And then I want you to keep in mind the bigger picture. Okay, so it's really about making what you have to do for your own happiness fun. Say, oh my God, I remember I'm taking my kids to baseball practice because it really makes my kids happy, and I get like a good 2 hours to myself to read or to meditate. If you have a lot of things to do, make sure you just understand and you have a good reason behind why you're doing it. If you're doing something that makes you unhappy, you don't know why you're doing it, it's to please somebody else, reevaluate that. It's time to reevaluate that. And it's like, no, it's okay every now and then to do a favor. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about people throwing their stuff on you to do because maybe they want, no, enough of that. So you're probably going to have a lot of stuff on your plate this week, Virgos. It's a really great time to evaluate everything that you have. Sit down, get a piece of paper, write down everything you have to do, get it out of your mind so you're not overwhelmed, and be like, all right, what's a priority? I can get this done, this done. I'm going to hand that right back off, and really just have balance this week with yourself. The 9 of Raphael came up for you again too. This is dreams coming true. The life that you're looking to have, you might feel like, oh, I feel so bogged down and I'm trying to do this, but where am I going to find the time? You'll find the time. You can find the time. You make time for what you want to make time for. And you're like, well, I don't want to do this. I'm like, there's an underlying reason. Are you trying to please a mother that's never pleased? Are you trying to placate a lover who's never happy? Are you doing it because you just want your kids to stop bugging? I mean, get to the root of why you're doing something and eradicate what's unhealthy, okay? But everything you're working towards, it's gonna come. This week is really calling you to be vocal. And because you also have the goddess Freya, and I shuffled, you guys saw this. It's gonna require you to step into your power, Virgo. Maybe you don't like confrontation. It doesn't have to be a fight. Think of it as self-love. And you can even say, look, I'm saying this because I'm losing it, or because I need to do this. I don't mean this in a negative way, but I really can't do this. I'm so sorry. I really hope you figure this out, but I it's too much for me. And don't back down. Don't be afraid. Be fierce, be bold, be daring. Make the changes you need to do to bring balance into your life so that all those dreams and projects that are going to be coming in and you really want to work for have time to manifest because you're putting in the necessary energy. Okay, so just for this week, balance, release what's not yours. Be done with that. Remember why you're doing it. Have fun in the process and boldly step into your power and make the changes necessary that you are not so overwhelmed. Okay? I hope that serves you. You're gonna be good. I love Nana Raphael. It's like the genie, right? All the wishes you have for yourself, they're coming true. It's a joyful time in your life. So this week you might feel like, where's my joy? Well, you got to make those changes, those moves, whether it's pushing things out, not working so much, educating, training, and it's coming. It's as a result of those things. I hope that serves you. Libra. Oh my goodness, I just realized my laptop is going to die. Hold on 1 second, guys. This is very unprofessional, but I have to go run and get my plug. I'm so sorry. I did not prep. I'm going to blame the retrogrades. So just 1 second, guys. I'm going to get my laptop charger. 1 second. Sorry, guys. I'm just moving this back just a tad. I cannot believe I did that. Hi. All right. Thank you, Liv, for understanding. Let's turn this around really quickly. Boop. 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 All right. We're all good. Whew. That's a first. All right. Let's do this. Now we have Libras, right? Can someone confirm that we're on Libras, right? Hi, Linda. Libras, correct? I just did Virgos. Right? For a recharge. Let's do this. Okay. For Libras. Whoop, there's one. Oh my gosh, guys, you can't make this up. 3 times in a row. I'm telling you, 72 cards. I think the universe is really letting us know that for all the hard stuff we've gone through, we are going to really be rewarded. So I'm just going to keep on pulling really quick for Libras. All right. All right. I love when I pick up the goddess cards and I connect. She is so strong. I love it. So you guys have the 9 of Raphael and the 3 of Gabriel. Hey, Libras. I know you guys are learning some lessons, transforming, letting things go that don't serve you, even if, you've invested in it. So I know that can be very difficult for anybody. Doesn't matter what sign you are. But this is really, you guys are moving and changing. You really are. With the 3 of Gabriel, this is about, you guys have been planning, whether it's a trip, whether it's a new job. It's about kind of taking that next step of your life. You might be like, you know what? I'm done. I'm going to take this certification course so that I can be, a manager or this and that. And in that space, I can serve more people. I have more time to travel. I'm going to do this or that. Whatever it is, you guys have been putting in the time and the money and the sweat and the tears to really creating that wonderful change in your life, whether that's furthering your education, trying a new job. You guys are really trying to implement a wonderful new dream for yourself. With Gabriel, Gabriel, she's a beautiful archangel. She's archangel of communication. So she's, the art, any kind of business, any kind of self-expression, communicating, writing, teaching, anything like that. And with this card is the card of travel as well. So if any of you guys are planning on traveling, moving, you're really, and this can be like, I'm moving to a new job. So moving to a new city, a new house. I'm really making these plans so I can buy a new place. you guys have done a really great job of setting things out for yourself. And if there's some Libras out there that are like, I don't know where I'm at. Number one, look at all three of your signs. And number two, this is guidance for this week. So take this time this week, make that Excel spreadsheet of how you're going to pay things off, or hey, this course is going to take me 6 months, and by the 6th month, I'm going to be here. You guys really take this time to visualize, accept nothing less. With the 9 of Raphael, all that's required for you guys really to make these things come true, if they're not already, is really taking the time to have wise planning. Wise planning. Being prepared, researching, making sure like, okay, I've done the research on my schools, I'm gonna go there. Or I've done housing research, I can get a lower interest rate over here and I'm gonna buy in this area. Or I really want a healthy relationship. So what I'm doing is I'm doing yoga classes, and and maybe I have to go to a therapist to release, childhood issues. You're doing a lot of things to get you to that beautiful goal, whatever it may be. And it is absolutely insured because you guys are you're not just willy-nilly. You're really taking those steps. I don't care if you're on step 1 or step 10, Libras, but you're taking these beautiful steps. It's balance, right? And the goddess you have is Ain. She's, I believe, a Celtic goddess. Leap of faith. This is all about jumping. Just go for it. Go for it. Everything that you're looking for is absolutely attainable. And if you're like, well, Angelique, I want $1 million house. Did I blink? Go do it. You guys have everything you need. All that's required for you to achieve your goals is to plan. Literally plan, make sure you set everything out and follow your plan. So it's not saying don't deviate, you're gonna fail. It's more like you're setting out a beautiful outline and now you have steps to follow it. Whatever it is you guys are going for, it's really asking you to take risks and to put your heart into it. Really put your heart into it and turn your desire into action. That's really it. So this coming week for you Libras is very foundational because you really are literally laying out the plans here. You're laying out the steps. You're really developing that. And when you guys are going to go for it, like I told the other sign, do not play small. Realistic. I really don't like that word. But go for it. You could bite off more than you can chew. And you're like, well, I don't know how I'm going to get from here to there in a year. It's not your responsibility to focus on the how. Leave the how to the universe. All you have to do is stay in alignment, take action steps, and just keep your eye on the end result. Ask yourself, I don't want to have means goals. Like means goals are, I want to get a BA because a BA will get me this job that'll get me this money. That's a means goal. You guys need to focus on your end result goal. So Libra, what's your end result goal? I want a home. I want a job that provides me so much money a month. I want to be able to travel whenever I want to. Start with that. Go there and say, okay, if that's the case, I probably can't stay at this job. So I'm going to take these steps to get to my end goal. Okay. You guys, it's in the bag. It's in the bag. You just got to kind of get your thoughts onto paper and move forward. I'm super excited for you Libras. Don't be afraid. I think you guys have been doing such amazing changes and battling a lot of internal things anyways, but you've really honed that like fear, like courage. Like I've already been through this. I'm not stopping now. Like boom. So yay, congrats Libras. Again, you can call whatever goddess that I love this picture, right? Just jump into the unknown and you're going to be caught. You're going to be caught. So congrats. Now we have Scorpios. Let's see. Ooh, is this the right card? It feels like it. And the goddess. It's hilarious because I'm just going to start channeling. I think I'm going to start channeling with these readings too now because I tend to keep them to myself unless they're really like in your face. But what I hear right now, I'm asking, asking her what guidance, she's kind of laughing, almost like Scorpios are so stubborn. They're like a force that can't be stopped, and sometimes when we're so set on something, Scorpios, whether it's to our success or to our detriment, I think she kind of just laughs at that beautiful energy, so you have a good goddess card. So you have Change Your Life and King of Michael. Wow, 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 Scorpios. It is a very big week for you in terms of really stepping into more of your mental body than your emotional body. I think Scorpios are, being a water sign, we're very used to being in our emotional body and being in touch with that and being psychic. But it's really asking you you're having these amazing revelations, Scorpios, to really set yourself free. Whether it's from that horrible pattern of dating a certain kind of narcissist or unhealthy patterns there, and you're trying something new, even if it's uncomfortable. And I think that's why she's laughing. It's kind of like, we're like, oh, like, oh, I don't like this, but it's okay. This is a good thing. You really transitioning into, it's really breaking free of procrastination, moving forward, embracing the opportunities for change. Now, Scorps, you might find this week that you're a little bit more hesitant, like, I just feeling so uncomfortable. But I'm going to give you an example of this because it's the King of Michael. This is really about being objective and really staying in integrity with yourself and having, just being honest with yourself, being clear with the communication, but being principled and being ambitious. It's being mental. So a great example for you, Scorpios, might be, and this is a pretty generic example, you may have a pattern of being with narcissistic partners. Unhealthy, toxic, and you're like, why do I do this all the time? And so you keep divine mother, divine father, goddess, universe, creator, I please help me. I want to release this pattern and I want to have healthy relationships. A good partner who's kind and compassionate and loving, right? You say that. And then all of a sudden you might meet a very nice man or a woman. This person might be humble, might not be flashy, might not have all the money, but they're kind and compassionate and loving and they care about you and they think about you. But you're so used to thinking attraction has to happen with that partner that's arrogant or confident or this or that. And you're like, this person, this humble, loving, kind person is so unattractive. Well, Scorpio, you need a change here, right? So you're asking for a good partner. And so in trying out the opportunities that present themselves, this is an example why it doesn't have to be about romance. This is an example. You're asking for these changes and the universe is like, I got a ton for you. And they come at you and you're like, it feels weird. It feels unnatural. Well, yeah, right? Because what you're asking for is very different than where you've been. So it's not going to feel comfortable and it's going to feel weird and it's going to feel like, like I'm used to, this is my style, but you know what? That style is not working anymore. In fact, you're asking for a different style. So this week, really be in your mind, like, you know what? If I want a good, healthy relationship, I would need somebody who's honest, trustworthy, and respectable. Does this person have it? If that answer is yes, try it out. It doesn't have to be the end all. The universe is providing opportunities to help ease you into this beautiful transition of what you're asking for. So just go enjoy it. Go have fun, try something new, and don't be too stubborn about it. Go out there and I'm a Scorp, so I understand. Just go and try it, and you might be so pleasantly surprised, Scorpio. Do not think you know it. You're going to be super surprised. So if you have an opportunity for a partnership, going to see a new place, you're like, I've never really been interested in the beaches or the mountains or hiking. I really don't want to do that. Just go try it. Unless your gut's really saying no, go out there. They need you to be mental this week, Scorpio. Stop before you say no and say, what have I been asking for? Like, oh my God, this is exactly what I've been asking for. And I don't recognize it because it's not in alignment with the patterns I've been having. You're being blessed with this whole new change of life. And it's coming in a lot of different forms. So try something new, really move forward with it and see what happens. Change is not ever comfortable. The goddess you have is Isis. She's the goddess of past lives. How perfect is that for the Ketu? We're ending past life karmic relationships and patterns. And they're letting you know that anything that you're feeling really stuck on, it involves these past life things. So you guys are really still feeling the end results of the release this week. So whatever area, relationships, career, home, family, health, you might say, I want to be healthy, right? And your friends are like, let's go to this new vegan place. And you're like, yuck, vegan. It's like, you're asking for one thing, but your actions aren't in alignment. So just make sure you're in alignment with everything. You're giving so many blessings this week, Scorpio. Jump on all of them and just try it. If you go, they don't like it, at least you tried it. But she's saying if you're feeling any kind of resistance, understand it's because it's the past life still releasing. All these things, these blocks that were coming out, you're still going to be experiencing some of this week, Scorpio. So recognize it for what it is and be like, I'm willing to let this old pattern, thoughts, beliefs, ideas, blocks, I'm willing to let it all go. And I'm willing to step into the new now. And go step into the new. Don't be afraid. Go have fun. It's good because when you have these cards, a lot of stuff is going to be presented to you. Make sure you're more in your rational mind than overly emotional, right? I'm asking for this, so this now makes sense. You know, something like that, and go with it. I'm super excited because when you have to change your life, all these opportunities come at you so that you can move forward and stop procrastinating. So don't keep yourself back. Don't continue to procrastinate because you're like, that's too out there, or that's too this, or no, I'm used to the same old creatures of habits. Scorpios tend to be creatures of habits. Try something different. Do something different. I'm super excited for you guys. Now we have Sagittarius. Oh my God, is it 12:37? I've been way more chatty Cathy the past couple weeks. I have no idea why. Let's see. Sagittarius. This is the 4th or 5th time this has come up for every sign. Okay, and the Goddess card. Oh, she feels very nurturing towards you guys right now. Almost like she's holding you guys. Sagittarius, you've been doing really good. You've been really strong. I think she's just giving you this extra little of love. Okay, she's having me say something before I even pull a card, and it doesn't really make so much sense, but when I see her holding you guys, it's almost like I see a lot of sparkles and light around you, and which is different. It has to do with energy. So when I see that, that's telling me you have a lot of angelic help with you right now. Not Scorpio, Sagittarius. You're really being guided and supported, and you're not alone. So if you feel whatever you're going through, it doesn't have to be bad. Just understand there's a lot of angelic help around you right now, Sag. Whatever you guys are moving through, so you're giving a little extra a little extra help, a little extra guidance. I told her I'd say that before I pull a card, so there you go. Go. Thank you. Ooh, I like it. So you guys have 9 of Raphael and the Knight of Gabriel. So this has come up for about 5 different signs. And like I said before, I think we're all just being rewarded for hard work. You guys are just, you're on it. You're on a good spot. Right now, this coming week, guys, you really are, there's a lot to be accomplished. There's a lot on your plate, but understand you're also going to be given somebody probably in the form of a male to kind of help you, kind of like a teacher or a mentor. It's somebody who kind of watches over you and is very kind this week. And I think, now that I think about it, I think that's why she's telling me about the angels all around you. She makes so much sense. So you really are being watched over. You really are being tended to and cared for this week, Sagittarius. You really are giving that extra oomph. You know, you're really doing hard. I don't know if you can see this. She's planting coins. So Ariel is the coins of traditional tarot. You're really doing a lot to really invest in yourself to grow financially, security-wise, your home, to really build out, to build up. And there's a lot to do. And there's so many areas you could probably put your energy into, whether it's that new promotion or redoing your house, or, to sell in order to earn money, new returns on it because you sold it for a higher price, whatever it is. There's a lot of detailed plans this week. Make sure that you are, attending to everything, that you're all contracts. Make sure that you're crossing your T's, dotting your I's. There's so much to accomplish this week, Sagittarius. So just take it slow, step by step. It's all coming to fruition. Don't feel overwhelmed. You're really being supported and guided heavily this week, a lot by the unseen realm. So I think that's why this is with the Knight Ariel. Someone, I see how he's looking down at her. Someone's watching over you. Someone's guiding you this week. You got it, Sag. Even if you're doing it on your own, like, I got this, you understand that even if there's nobody physically there, there's definitely somebody angelically there. So just make sure your plans are detailed. Make sure you see to all of that. Make sure, even if there's a lot of areas and things to do, one thing at a time, to really put that energy into what you're trying to manifest. Everything's coming to fruition. So don't get overwhelmed. Like, I got to do this. I got to do that. It's Sagittarius. It's in the bag. Tend to each and everything. Be planned about it. It's going to be fantastic. The goddess you have is Rhiannon. She is a Celtic goddess. She's known as a sorceress in Celtic tradition, and she's about magic. It's about manifesting. It's about creating anything that you put yourself to. You can really, with clear intentions and with really again, visualizations, right now the energy you have to really bring things into fruition. And that might be why this week is so much to do, so much to accomplish. Maybe something's on the line. Maybe you're almost there. Maybe you have to turn in that paperwork to get to that promotion or whatever it is. But Rhiannon is with you right now. Hambe, it's magical. It's very magical energy. You're using your own energy to create. And sometimes visualizations are great, but really visualizing and having a clear intention, it's the actions that are the magic, guys. The words that you speak are, it pulls things into manifestation. So congrats. I'm super excited for all you Sagittarius. Whatever it is you're working on, you're really being guided. So I hope that serves you. And the goddess really wanted to mention all that divine guidance. So whoever that out there that was for, maybe it's for all of you, but whoever really needed to hear that, let that be your sign. Capricorns. Whoop, okay, you can come out too. Don't get twisted, cards. And a goddess card. From what I'm hearing, this just fell out, so I'm going to take it. Some Capricorns might be, there might be some emotional wounds. I'm not sure if any Capricorns have had any pain, any kind of emotional pain. It doesn't have to be a romantic relationship. Maybe you recognize I'm not being valued here. Maybe you recognize rejection, or maybe something's happened. Sorry, my palm itches. I don't know, it's like a superstition. If your palm itches, scratch it, blow on it, rub on your heart. Money's coming. Side note. But the goddess it's really a time of healing. This week is definitely a healing week for you Capricorns. It's really a time to nurture the self, to love the self, to release the pain and recognize that any action outside yourself, Capricorn, from another is not a reflection of you. Anything anybody does, including yourself, is a reflection of yourself. So if there has been rejection, if there has been misunderstandings, if someone has been mean or not appreciative, understand that comes from their own unhealed shadow. I'm not saying this to be cliche. I'm not saying this to pamper you. This is a fact. This is a truth, right? It's just the way it is. That's why you're different with certain people. Certain people trigger and bring out things in us, and it causes us to respond. That goes for those people too. So this week is definitely a week of nurturing yourself, loving yourself, healing any wounds, so that we can move forward. Now let's go with the reading. You have 9 of Ariel and the Chariot. Hey guys, this is good. Don't let any emotional setbacks keep you from your direction. Do not let it deter you, Capricorns. Do not let it, second guess yourself, overthink yourself. It's a movement week. This is really about advancement, career advancement, being determined. This week is definitely a week of work for you, Capricorns, but not work like, ugh. It's work it's hard work you're putting in towards your dreams. You're like, enough. I'm gonna do this. I'm going to do this regardless of what anybody says or thinks or blah. I'm going to be determined. I'm going to be controlled, and I'm going to move forward. The Chariot is a very fast moving card. It's like, boom. And your success will be recognized by others. And with the 9 of Ariel, this is the card of dreams coming true as well. Whether it's Ariel or it's Raphael, we've had nothing but dreams coming true, or this one is also, or dreams fulfilled, or like, the difference with this card is it's dreams fulfilled that come from hard work. You've really invested in something. You've really put the time in, and it's financial, giving financial gains. Raphael is more of an emotional happiness, and Ariel is more of a financial success. And this is really coming, a love for life, a beautiful time in your life. And it's because you decided to do it for yourself, because of what's good for you. And maybe for your love, for your family, maybe you have a good family and you're like, I'm going to do this for all of us. There's a definite advancement, but it's going to come because you're determined, even against odds, Capricorn. So this week you might feel like, I have to move a mountain, but it will. The card you have is Mother Mary. Expect a miracle. These are things that come and literally blast you from level 1 to 100. So if you feel overwhelmed and like, I really want to do this, but I have no effing idea how I'm going to do it. I don't have the money, the time. There's too many steps to get to in order to get to this. I should just give up. No, don't you dare, Capricorns. You move forward. You stay determined. You go for it. You're going to succeed because you got put into it. And any fears you have of you know, that huge whatever might be in your way, the divine's going to step in. It's going to step in and bless you with this because you didn't stop, because you decided to keep going, even in the face of adversity. It reminds me of, you know, like a David and Goliath scenario, like that. Caps, don't stop. And in your determination, you will be blessed. Whatever mountain that's seemingly impossible will be moved. And before you know it, boom. It's faith. Faith in yourself. Faith in your dreams. Faith in what you want. Don't stop. If anybody researches anybody, any huge people that they really admire, look at their backstory before they were ever big. Look at it. People will struggle for years before they got to it, and we're no exception. This is really having faith that your prayers have been answered. Your vision will be, you know, granted. It's going to happen. Don't stop this week. I don't care if it's a Goliath in your way, Caps. Move forward. Fearlessly. All right, Aquarius. And I got this card. Ooh. When I hear, ooh, and I'm getting a ringing too. Okay. I'm hearing that Aquariuses need to move. And I'm not talking like move houses, like get moving. Get moving on what it is you're trying to do or be, or don't sit on your haunches, like into action this week. Let's see what loving guidance. It's funny, I heard her say it won't be easy, but it's gonna be fun. Maybe you're really gonna enjoy the change. You know, like when you've been like working in your, like maybe you have a garden and you're like, oh, I had to dig and plant, but at the end of the day, it was so much fun because you had time, and at the end you have this beautiful result, something like that. Yes. So you have the 7 of Raphael and the 4 of Michael, and both of these cards are making a decision, being clear on what you want, and just doing it. The 7 of Raphael is like, you know what? Enough. Left or right, up or down, forward or back, which way? Because staying in any kind of limbo, I feel like this is more of an emotional limbo for you guys, Aquarius. It's going to make you feel more crappy. Really, it's not, you think, I'm going to think about this more. Actually, it's going to dig you deeper. So just get clear with your intention. Detox the self of fears, blocks. Really get to, you know, sometimes it's not about this decision. I want you to ruminate for just a second. And what is actually keeping me back? Fear of failure, fear of rejection, being misunderstood. Because it's not the decision or the direction that's giving you problems. It's the undercurrent of unconscious patterning that's holding you back. And understand that, and it's going to really help you to do that, and then just take action. This card is about making a decision and taking action. She is so on point. I love her. 4 of Michael, this is about insight. Aquarius, if you're losing sleep over this, if you're stressing out over this decision, whatever it is, I don't care if it's going back to school, moving out, changing jobs, going on that trip. If you're, it's with this card, it's a card of stress, not sleeping well, tossing and turning, kind of being exhausted because it's wearing on you. They're saying, you know what you need to do in order to like release this? Instead of running around, you know, unsure, take 5 minutes to meditate. Take 5 minutes to pray or to write that intention, to have that ceremony to release so that you can move forward. You really need to get well with your body and the stress, and move. You guys have green Tara. I love her. Delegation. It's time. You got to say, all right, I'm hopping, I'm moving. I'm going to do this. I need you to do that. I need this to go there. I need to call up the mover, be here on, you know, August 15th. Thank you very much. I'm going to do that. You're delegating things out so that you can get things moving. You're not meant to do everything by yourself. So whatever choices you're making to kind of just take action this week, starting that business, whatever it is, it's going to be in conjunction with other people. Maybe you need your mom to watch the kids. Maybe you need to bring in a contractor to get the plumbing done in the house. Maybe you need to take that certification course. You're delegating things out to get it moving. I think the biggest problem, Aquarius, is that you were trying to do it all on your own, and to make a decision with all that stress, no wonder you might be uncertain. You're not supposed to do it alone. So it's going to be okay. And it's step by step. It doesn't have to be accomplished this week, but it does need to get going this week. Okay, Aquarius, I hope that serves you. It's going to be good. The emotional body is what's getting you stuck. So just make a decision in your mental mind, release the stress, send it out, and then get people involved. Hey, maybe you're not used to asking for help. Ask for help. Or maybe, like, I don't know who to call to. Well, do the research. You just move. And regardless, move the energy this week. It's gonna be good. You're gonna really have fun. Like she said, it might not be easy, but it's gonna be fun. I think you're really gonna enjoy the process. You know, maybe you're totally redoing your house and it's 8 o'clock at night and you're covered in like ceiling tile and drywall, but you're laughing with your partner because it's just such a fun experience to like knock down walls and start anew. Do you get what I'm saying, Aquarius? It might not be easy, but it's definitely gonna be fun. Okay? Now we have Pisces. Let's go. Wow. Whoa, 1 second. Sorry, Pisces. One more card here. There we go. And a goddess card. She's saying be strong this week, Pisces. Don't let that scare you. Let's see what she has to say. There's going to be a lot of shifts and changes for you this week, Pisces. And if anything, she's saying being strong because as an emotional sign, sometimes we can become stressed, uncertain, what's going to happen. She's like, have faith, be strong. These changes are taking place because they need to. And so what you have to do is be strong emotionally in your body, to make sure that you stay balanced and don't recoil. Okay? She says she's with you. She's always with you. Peace. Peace in the body. All right. You guys have the Wheel and the 5 of Ariel. You guys are starting out on new beginnings. New beginnings, Pisces, which is wonderful. With the 5 of Ariel, we can feel very isolated. We can feel very alone. We can feel like we're in pain and there's nobody else around. But they're saying, hey, Pisces, what are you talking about? Let's open those eyes. There's like 15 people over here that want to help you. Your family, your siblings, your parents, your friends, your coworkers. There's a ton, but sometimes when we're in a going through hard times, we feel like we're alone. Like it's just us. Like there's not 7.5 billion other people going through something quite similar, So they're saying, hey, this week you might be going through some challenges because you're going to be going through shifts this week, Pisces, but it's good. Okay. So this week it might feel like, but I promise you by the week after, you're going to see like, oh, okay. I get why this is happening. You're going to be way more sure-footed the week after this one. Okay. So this is what I'm hearing. It's going to be great. So this week you might see a lot of changes. So you might perceive them as challenges and you might feel really alone in them, but you're not, Pisces. You're not alone, not even for a second. Okay, so it's really, they're saying there's help nearby. So reach out. Don't be afraid. You're not bothering anybody. Say like, Mom, I really need to have this talk. I'm feeling like this. Or best friend, or really close coworker, or the divine, or your dog, or journal. But there's really so much help is nearby, but you might have blinders, Pisces, because you're in this, this space of feeling alone. You feel that way, but that's not true. Like if you just look right over there, there's somebody. So it's really about not being negative, because if you're going to be in this negative space, especially with this energy, you don't want to create self-fulfilling prophecies this week. All right. The changes that are happening, as challenging as they might seem, they're a blessing. Sometimes, like when you're sick, you ate some food that's bad and you're vomiting and vomiting. And you're like, this is the worst. But your body is ridding yourself of poisons. It's actually a good thing. It's healing you. It's clearing out all that dross that's going to hurt you, not help you. It doesn't matter how delicious that meal tasted. It wasn't good for you. And the body is like, right out. So think of it that way this week. This week might be a little uncomfortable, but it's because it's clearing space to be this amazing, gorgeous you. The wheel is all about new beginnings. End of delays, Pisces. So this week, if you're like, what's happening? The universe is like, no more. We're done. This is out. Move that out, please. We're done with that. Donate that. Throw that away. And it might be like, what's happening? But it's going to be really good because you're starting out on this whole beautiful new path. The wheel is like the world in traditional tarot, all these beautiful new opportunities that are coming your way. And it's a change in direction that's going to offer you so much happiness. That's what's beautiful about it. And that's what she's saying. Be strong this week. Be strong this week because these are the changes that need to take place for this beautiful new beginning. You're clearing it up. It's not comfortable, but you're not alone. So don't play victim this week, Pisces. Do not do that. I know I'm not supposed to tell you what to do, but I love you guys. My nephew's a Pisces, and I won't let it happen. So definitely go to somebody that can support you, love you, talk to you, hold you while you cry. Like, this is really nerve-wracking. They might give you some good insight that might give you some courage. And like, I never saw it that way. The goddess you have is Dana. She's the high priestess. She's amazing. This is about the divine. You have so much divine knowledge and understanding, and the universe is working through you, Pisces, to deliver these messages and these changes. Pisces are very psychic and they're very emotional. And because of that, you feel things a little bit more deeply. That's a good thing, I think. I believe that's a good thing. And you can really help and serve others. So the changes that are taking place are not only good for you and the path that you're going to be going on, Pisces, but it's going to serve others. By you being strong this week and changing and transforming and stepping into this new role and really growing, you're becoming in so many ways a teacher, a high priest or priestess yourself, that you can serve others, guide others. You are a vehicle of transmutation and transformation and energy. You're able to guide and heal others. So there's a lot of good that's coming through this change this week, not just for you, but for other people. So think of it that way. Okay, it's going to be a good week. Everyone's doing a lot of shifting, a lot of changes, a lot of action, a lot of new opportunities, trying things that are different. This week is going to be super exciting. I know there's a lot of retrogrades and I might feel like, but it's part of the release process, the review process. But almost every single person, every single sign had a guarantee, whether it's a new beginning, dreams coming true, dreams fulfilled through hard work, blessings, blessings, blessings. I think the universe really wants to say, guys, we get it. And we are going to make sure you're paid tenfold. Okay, and the goddess is really with you guys, the divine mother, so reach out to her. I'm not doing Q&As today because I have a birthday party to get to at a park, and it is so hot. So I'm really airy right now, see through things. But I hope this reading serves you all. Thank you so much for being patient with my little charging crisis. Blessings to all of you. It's going to be a beautiful week. Leave comments down below. Tell me how things go. Tell me about those awesome miracles. Let's share it together. Let's be positive. There's so much. I mean, I'm not saying that there's not shadow. There is. There's a balance. We live in a universe of dichotomy. But let's focus our energies on where we want to create things and show that things are happening and these beautiful synchronicities. I love those stories. I should write a book for my clients telling me beautiful things. And if you guys have any questions about my services, send me a message. If you're not sure it might serve you, let me know. Or if you're interested in something, shoot me a message. I will answer you as soon as possible. Blessings, guys. Have a wonderful week.